Hi guys, welcome back. So I'm back. Happy New Year again. All right, so I got this mole from Crazy Moles. So it's a flower, kind of like a sunflower or a big daisy. But anyway, I was experimenting last night. So I wanted to be a nightlight. So it's a solid, big, thick mole. So I decided that I wasn't going to fill it up all the way. I stuck this silicone cup in the middle. That way I could put the lights in the middle. I'm going to put the bulk of the lights in the middle. Then I'm going to put the rest of the lights around it. And of course, it's going to hang out. But then I was like, well, I don't want to look at the lights, the mechanism of the lights. So what am I going to do? So before I even did this, I decided to make a thin flower from the mold at the bottom, and this is what I got. So what I did was, at the bottom it has the petals. I filled in all the petals, and then this is like a grid, right? I said, all right. So I'll make this a little darker, and then the middle even darker, so it's like a sunflower, right? After this got very tacky, all the petals and the inner portion of the sunflower, I poured in clear, right? And I let this just sit and get hard, or hard enough that I could pull it out. I pulled it out when it was semi-cured, and I put it on a flat surface, and this is what we got. Now, let's deal with this and remove this from the inside. So now I got my cavity. See, I have my cavity. And then the bulk of the lights will go in there. See, oh my God, you see that? So I will put the bulk of the lights. So this is a 20 lights. So I figured 10 in there, and then I'll distribute the other 10 out here. Right? So let's demold this and see how it came out. And while I'm demolding, right? Listen, guys, I got a little channel. It's not that big. Got a few people on there. I'm trying to grow my channel. I need some likes, and I need some, some subscriptions, Come over here, hang out with me, I know I don't put enough videos up, but I'm trying. It's a new year. It's a new year. So what I noticed with this mold is it's a little on the matted side. It's not super, super shiny. So when I build this and I get it all together, I might either put a top coat, or I'll get my clear varnish and I'll spray paint it, right? And I'll give it that shiny, 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 shiny look. But I might not need it once I build it and put it together. But let's see. All right, so this is what the mold looks like. It's quite thick. All right, so I pulled it out. Let's see what it looks like on the other side. Oh, I got bubbles. So it's like a paperweight. It's quite heavy and thick. So I figured put the lights in there, right? The lights in there. 10 in here, 10 around here. Of course, this is going to be hanging out here. And then put this like a top. All right? So let me take this out a little bit, because it's a little bulky, right? All right, so take this, and then this, of course, would be hanging out. 10 in here, 10 out here, and then I'll put this like a top. And I don't know what I'm going to do. Maybe I'll put double-sided tape, right? Because I don't want to seal it to it. Because let's say these lights completely burn out and die. Not even battery, just die. Then I could open this up, take that out, put a new set, close it back up, right? So let's turn on the light and see what the effect is. Oh, isn't that the cutest? I think it's so cute. I think it's so cute. This is perfect, like, for maybe your living room by a nice window, or maybe in a child's room, and they appreciate a little light and bedtime, and you just put it on and put it on the side. It could be any color. It doesn't have to be a sunflower. It could be any color you like. It could be orange, it could be purple, it could be blue, it could be your favorite color. But I think it's so neat because of the double effect. Like, I don't want to see just this plain on one side. So that's why I decided to make this. The reason why I got a little butterfly there is when I was filling it up and it dried, I didn't put enough in this one, and the resin pulled away and I had an empty spot. So I didn't want the empty spot to show, so I just threw the butterfly in there, right? So what do you think, guys? Pretty cool, right? I'm loving it. I think it's such a cute thing. It really is. Let me put some tape real quick. Real quick, let me just put a piece of tape on it. I got my gloves on because I hate to see fingerprints all over the item. It's really... So this is what it will look like, right? After I put the double-sided tape. Right? And then you can stand it up because it stands up. I don't know, I'm off camera, right? It stands up. What you think, guys? I'm loving it. I think it's the cutest thing. So for this project, I used resin, 1-to-1 ratio. I used these mica powders. So I started off with yellow, but I didn't want it yellow. I wanted a little deeper yellow. Then I put just a tad of orange and I mixed it and I did the petals. And then after that, I put more orange in it and just a drop of this, 2 drops of this, of the brown alcohol ink. And then I got this color. And then I said, well, the sunflowers usually, the inner portion, it's even darker. So what I did was I put just a tiny pinch. I mean, I didn't even feel the tip of the spoon. These are the spoons that I use. I mean, just a teeny bit. And I threw it in there and mixed it up. And I got that particular color. So I did pretty good with the color ratio, even though I think this side is a little darker than this side, but who's gonna know, right? And for this effect inside, I use these. I used 4 of these and 3 of these, mixed it up, threw it in the resin, put some, let me turn off these lights. I did this, the bottom portion. When this was completely cured, the bottom, right? I did this. I filled in all the leaves. I did the middle portion, right? And when it was completely cured, not even tacky, completely cured, then I started building the sunflower itself. So what I did was, completely cured, I put some resin, clear resin, on top of the completely cured flower at the bottom. Make sure it had no bubbles whatsoever. Then I got my silicone cup. I put the rocks, that way the silicone cup wouldn't float. Stuck it right in the middle of that clear resin, right? And then I made up exactly 12 ounces of resin with this mixture in it. 4 of these, 3 of these, all right? I let it sit for a while because, you know, mixing all that resin. Hold on, guys. Hold on. Okay, guys, I'm back. I'm sorry, I had a delivery. Well, since I had a delivery, let's see what I got. Right? And you can see, too. I believe it's some flowers that I ordered. Yeah. You know, I'm always making something. Let's look at what we got. Look at the flowers. Listen. I always have a whole bunch of pink, you know, and a whole bunch of white. Those are like the basics. And, you know, I want blue ones and stuff like that. So look at that blue. You see that blue? Do you see that blue? Do you see that blue? Do you see that blue? And do you see this? It's like a teal color. Look. 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 Even though this is going to be like yellow and orange. But this is for another project. Let's get back to this. So, what I was saying that, right, I put the clear here. I put this on top of that clear, and I let it settle. And you know, when this pushes that resin, it's going to create little bubbles, and the bubbles come out, right? So now that the bubbles came out, I finished mixing my resin, which I told you was 12 ounces, 4 of these, 3 of these. Mixed it up nice and good. Once I mixed it up, I let it sit for like, I think 10 minutes. And all those bubbles came up, right? So I took care of all the bubbles, and then I poured. When I poured in here, I poured gently. I mean, really, really, really slow. And as you can see, I still got bubbles right at the tip. I got, I think, 2 to 3 bubbles. But I'm going to take care of that with some UV resin. I'm just going to take a toothpick, a little bit of UV, put it right on the tip. Just when it looks like it's almost full, I'm gonna hit it with the UV lamp. And then I'm going to put another little drop and hit it. And it's going to look like it never had a bubble in the corner. So don't worry about that. So once I poured the 12 ounces in here, I let it sit. And more bubbles came up. Took care of all the bubbles. And I thought it was going to flash cure, but it didn't. It really got hot, but it didn't flash cure. And here I am with you now. I just demolded. I did this last night. And it's looking fabulous. What you think? I think it looks really, really nice. I think it looks really, really nice. Could you imagine with other colors? And like because this is a green light in there, and it's really bringing out, you know, those little foil flakes, or the little, because it's holographic, it picks up all the colors. But could you imagine if you had like a see-through purple, you know, a pink, a fuchsia, you know what I'm saying? Because these alcohol inks, I'm telling you, there are a lot of pretty colors in those alcohol inks. And you can make this any color your heart desires. And I think it will look just fabulous. Just sitting up, I'm telling you, a child's room, you know, that really appreciates a little light at night. You know what I mean? There's some children that they're not happy with, you know, the dark. So a little light goes a long way for a child's room. It will have them comfortable in their room. You know, the things that go bump in the night won't go bump in the night because they got a little light, right? All right, guys. So I talked enough. Check out crazymoles.com. They got a lot of, a lot of different unique type of molds. This mold was a set. It came with this, a pair of lips, an and sign, and I believe a star. Thick like this. Same type of mold. Thick, right? So check out Crazy Molds. And I got the jar with the lid that is stackable. I made a video, I believe, New Year's Eve. So check out crazymolds.com. They got a lot of little unique things there. Try it out, Hit the subscribe button if you're new here. If you're not new here and you're a return customer, welcome back. Thank you for stopping by and watching my video. Just come and check it out. And please, don't forget the thumbs up. It makes the video go viral. They see a lot of likes and they say, okay, they like that type of content. Let me push the video out. If you don't give me the thumbs up, how am I going to grow? This is all about growth. And I want to reach a lot of other people that are maybe new and starting out like I am. And they don't really know what to do. And I could give them a little tidbit here and there. Like I watch other people's channels and they give me the tidbits to able to do what I do, right? I would like to give a shout out to Wanda from Wanda's Blessed Creation. I watch her videos all the time. I have a lot of people that I watch, and I can't name all of them, but Miss Wanda sticks out in my head right now. So why don't you do me a favor? Go and check out her channel. It's Wanda's Blessed Creations. She is a dear. She's a sweet baby. All right. So on that note, I'm going to say goodbye because I took off enough time. I said I was only going to do 10 minutes. I've been here more than 10 minutes. Bye.